And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Red Wolves peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one will be incomplete and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas at Centennial Bank Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas A&M's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. They'll start this drive with a pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Off play action. And they got him for a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense on the first drive of the game. You're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
So Arkansas State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Coleman. Bringing the heat. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the 1st. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Finds a man in the middle, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Red Wolves come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air, it's Coleman. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Red Wolves come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's Stevens. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And they tacked on the extra point. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Coach Elko coming out of the locker room at the half. This team has found some positives with their 3-game win.
Going to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Here's a heat. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Stevens. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Complete in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Gonna have to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets the back moving. Quarterback will keep it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Makes a move. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, and he put his team in great position. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Coleman. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barrett. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hart. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Here we go. Ready. 80-20. Let's go.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, this could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Ole Miss offense will come out first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Finds his tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying play action. Fires complete on the crosser. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise the offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
Running inside, it's Daniels. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Rebels decide to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Wolves offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man, it's Coleman. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So first down here as they go back to work. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. On his feet at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Red Wolves, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under fire. Makes a man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Taylor wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle at Stevens. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Stevens. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Red Wolves, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Open space at the 25. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Daniels. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. On target over the middle. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lowry. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Prescore. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Running inside, it's Daniels. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. This one a bit of a shocker. Not that it wasn't a worthy opponent, but the #1 team in the country at home. And based on the outcome of this one, we're going to have a new #1 in the next poll.
Yeah, and we've started to trust this team, right? They've worked their way. They're #1, and they've proven to be the best team in the country. But you got to bring it every single week, and they didn't today. And now, Jesse, they're looking at their first loss, and they got to look themselves in the mirror and figure some things out.
Right, and with the #1 team going down now, it kind of turns college football upside down. Moving ahead, they're not a perfect team. They are human, but they do have weaknesses, and they can be beat. Now, the question is, how do they respond to this moving forward? Are they talented? Absolutely. And they've got a chance to win a national championship.
Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas, at Centennial Bank Stadium. It's the Troy Trojans and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, Arkansas State's head coach told me, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Troy's offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going.
He's going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Slings it downfield and wings it incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed into it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So Arkansas State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Coleman. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch them.
Oh, a lot of space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Bringing the heat. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? He's going to take off. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Working that left side. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. First down and more. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back.